1, 2, there we go, we got it. I've got sound and everything. G'day, I'm Steve. Hey, welcome to Woodworking Masterclass. And today I'm doing mainly prep work. I've got a lot of marquetry I'm doing at the moment. Mainly I'm using the double bevel cut process, which is on a scroll saw. Although sometimes I'll be using the knife. And I just I just thought I'd share with you a couple of little insights that I've found over the years have made it a lot easier to do marquetry, especially when you're doing some really fine detailed work, which I've had to do lately. And I've had to have the thinking cap on because it hasn't been working all that well for me. But once you get the process down pat, it's going to be good. So I've been inspired to do marquetry again, which out of all the disciplines in woodwork, I think, quite frankly, marquetry is my favourite of them all. It can be a standalone piece. It can be something that's a part of a box lid. It can be a cabinet. It can be on a door. But it just adds that embellishment that makes it so much different. Good morning, Andy. So much different to just plain basic timber finish. So there we go. Matthew, good morning, mate. Or good afternoon for me. This is going to be reasonably quick, but I've just got some background stuff to do, as I just explained to the good folks. And we will get about it. I'll show you what I've been doing and how long it's taken me to do what I've been doing, which has been days, literally. I think it was best part of, what's today? Thursday, Monday I started, so Monday, at least three and a half days to make one flower. I will add, I didn't just make one flower, I made several that ended up in the bin before I got the process right, but once I got the process right, it gave me confidence to move on. And at the moment, I know it's not the best, but it's the best I can do at the moment, and it's been quite a journey, quite an interesting process. So I'll just get a little bit of room here, and then what I'll do, I've got a bit of burning to do. Let's see if this is going to be hot enough. And I'm nearly out of gas on this one. That's not getting near hot enough what I want. So I would say I'm out of gas. But it doesn't matter. I've got another gas bottle there. Oh, there we go. That was a bit better. I'll try it down here, see if it's going to work for me. No, I think I'm going to have the gas bottle over, which is a real nuisance because it's going to be hot. Oh, there we go. All right. Let me just get something so I'm not going to burn anything. And believe me, that is extremely hot. I should put it down there on the concrete. Undo this. That's hot too. Oh. Yeah, I only got vapors on that. Wait one. Always get confused with these. Okay, there we go. Left-handed thread on gas. Max, good morning, afternoon, evening. How you going, mate? How's your foot? Or was it your leg? G'day, holiday in South Australia. Lucky. I like the old South Oz. All right, now, if I don't burn myself, I'll put this back up and we'll try again. Oh. That's burning the rag. Price of gas has gone through the roof. I tried to use an electric stovetop, but it just couldn't get my stand hot enough. I know people use it because I've seen people using it. For me, it didn't work, so gas is the way to go. That's my backup one, that's a 2 kilo one, and then I've got a 3 kilo one over there which I use a lot. And with this project I'm doing, which of course is a hummingbird bed, I think I'm going to go through a lot of gas. Oh, what have we got? Max retracted your message. Why did you retract your message? It looked good. Hey Max, Steve out of gas. Yeah. Oh, good on you, Andy. Makes me feel good. Vinny, wish I could stay, but I'm not home just yet. Well, there you go. Do you take it easy if you're driving, mate? Oh, yeah, come in for another chat, have you? Righto, good morning. G'day. Well, I hope you're well, Max. I hope you're well. Oh, I've got a coffee here and a biscuit, so I'm only here for about 3/4 hour, if that. But share some of the things I'm doing, and I'll give you some insights into what I've learnt. The first thing I've learnt, which is something that I have been doing for the best part of over 30 years, but I just knocked it up a notch. When you're cutting really fragile, maybe not as important with a knife, because you do have a lot of control with a knife, but when you're using see it there? No. Oh. No, wrong one. Try that one. Okay, let's go over there. When you're using, there you go, the scroll saw, I found it's very important. It's paper backing. Now all I do, it's ordinary newspaper paper. We got it from when, in the good old days, you could buy offcuts from newspaper printing places, and it's pretty good. But what I did find was when I was doing some really, really fine work, and it was a pain, it was on Zebrano, which if I can find it, and here, where is it? Where, oh there it is. These little bits here I was trying to do, because this is a marquetry that I'm trying to copy, or trying to put into marquetry. There you go. When you look at these stamens right here, you'll notice they're black and yellow. For me to get that black and yellow was really an absolute pain, because they wouldn't be, well, what are they? They'd be maybe 1 millimetre wide and could be 3 or 4 millimetres long. Very, very fine detail. What I did was use some Zebrano, which is that, and it's already got the stripes in it. Big problem with this is the stripes go this way, not this way with the grain. If it was going that way, there'd be no dramas, but it was going that way. So what I had to do was cut out a square with the grain that I wanted to use opposite 90 degrees to the direction of the grain of the timber. So you can imagine when I'm starting to cut it on a scroll saw, it was just, I backed it with ordinary paper, it was still breaking. So what I did, I went up a notch, and that is brown paper. Some of us can remember when you used to go to the store and they'd wrap your stuff in brown paper. I don't know what it's about, 80 GSM, brown paper I think. And that fixed the problem. So I'll show you what ended up. I don't know if you can. Come on. You've got an automatic focus, use it. There you go. Okay, so right in there, you can see some very, very small, to give you an idea, I'll put my finger over the top. All right? So they are weeny, weeny bits I had to cut out. By doing what I did with brown paper on the back, I was able to do some really, really fine cuts. In fact, I don't know if I've got any of the cutouts. I'll just clean the bench up of scraps. But it shows me how fine I could actually go. So that's one thing. If you've got fine veneer and you're trying to do fine cuts and it's breaking on the bandsaw, try paper backing. If that doesn't work, then use a brown paper, and that will get you out of trouble. Let me just see if this is going to work for me. Oh, yeah, it's getting there. No, a bit more. Where's the other part of that flower? I'll put it away, or there it is. So I'll just put this here. Once I get, I've got a couple of little bits to burn here. Then when I've done that, I'll put that together, and I'll show you. And the hard thing about doing it, I'm doing at the moment, is you don't get a final until you actually put it in your background. The only way you can get a picture is with your tracing paper. You lay that over the top, and then you can see the design is in it. When you actually do that, it's just absolute. So what am I going to do? Got that, got that. I really want that to get up to heat. Ah, I think we're starting to get there. It takes so blinking long for it to get up to heat. You use that much gas, and I've only got a couple of bits to do, so really it's there you go. That's good. You can see that's nice. Yeah, you got the heat, and then do a couple of bits, and then if you turn it off, it takes 4 times as much gas. So I leave that bottle on all day. I'm doing marquetry. Okay, what do we got? You move tomorrow. Oh, there you go. Actually, the last house I sold, we we weren't ready to move out. The guy who bought it came at 3 o'clock. It's my house, get your stuff out. I said, well, I'm working on it. You don't realise how much stuff you've got until you have to move it. Oh, you take it easy, Max. No, we are still soggy up here, mate. I think we got rain last night. I didn't hear it, but I got up this morning. I'll tell you a sad story. Let me just get that glue melted. Yeah, I didn't lock the chooks up last night. I thought I had, because I cleaned them out and I fed them, and normally they don't go in till about 6:30. Then I came in here and did some work, and then I got a phone call, and I was talking and went up to the house. 7 o'clock, went to sleep. 6 o'clock this morning, on the laundry door, there's this big fat goose leaning against the door going, honk, honk, honk. So it wakes an eye up, and I could get the chooks back in, but there was no way in the world the goose was going to go back in. Okay, so what I want to do here, this is just ordinary paper, and what I'm doing, these are going to be petals for the leaf. So I've got to work out which is the up and down side. Easy with this stuff. I think that one's down. That one's down. And that one's down. That one's down. I'll double check this one. All right. As usual, I scribble down on the back side, and the back side is what goes on the paper. This is a bit fine. One's down, and that's I love that one. So the side that you see is going to be covered in paper. That way the back's going to be clear. You can see your design, but remember it's in reverse. And there, blasted big ant. It's going to be in reverse, so it's going to be the opposite to whatever picture you do. What I did was I got the picture I wanted to do, and then I went up to Officeworks and got them to photocopy it in reverse. So then when I look at the picture, I'm looking at the reverse picture, but my mind tricks, whereas the other way is you're looking at it as you're doing it, and then you look in the picture you want to finish it with, and it's 180 degrees out. And it's a bit disconcerting. Disconcerting it is. Okay, so let's grab some. I use hide glue. If you're going to use PVA, I would really water it down, because what you want, let's see if we've got a shot here. What you want, a nice glue that's going to work for you, but going to come off easily the other end when you've finished. So, looks beautiful. Now there's times when I've actually, recently too, glued the wrong side down, and what happens is when if it's in the same piece, the chatoyance is going to be out, and it's a bummer. It just doesn't look right. Okay, I can do that. Put that over there. I'm not worried about it being flat at the moment. And I'm going to leave this in overnight. Let's take that bit off. So that's going to fit on there quite nicely. Okay, and what I'm going to do, just to help it lay flat, I'm going to give it a quick spray of water. Just a spray, don't saturate it. And that will even up the sides. So when it's in the press, it will go down nice and flat. Now what do I do? Okay. It's that time of day and I've only just started. Take that off. It can go in the bin. Where did the other cord go? Oh dear. It's going to be, oh there it is. It's under all this junk here. So I'll put that on there. I'm just going over to put that in the book press. And then some, that will be nice and flat. So when I go to use it, it's going to cut nicely for me. But the thing is with that, remember to glue the upside, so the paper goes on the upside, so you don't see like this. Okay, that, believe it or not, is a bird. That's the downside of it. That's the upside. In fact, I'll tell you which bird it is. It's that bird there. But to look at it, you wouldn't know. If I can find the tracing of it, there you go. This is the tracing of it. I'll put that on there, put a little bit of tape on that, just to hold it in place. Now, if I get that tracing, that does not look like anything, and I'm happy to admit that. But when I place this over the top of it, you can then see that it's a bird. And that's one of the main downsides of doing double bevel. You do not know what it looks like whilst you're working it. You just got to have faith. And doing the double bevel, I can do work as intricate as putting a glint in that eye, and that is the size of a pinhead, that little bit of coat. That's that white timber. So it's a very costly way of doing it, I think, because you do use a lot of veneer, whereas if you're cutting out or you're using the window method of marquetry, it is not as wasteful as this particular process. But what I'll do, I'll just shade these couple of things here. Oh, what have we got? Everyone's here. G'day, Louise. You still on for Sunday? Looking forward to that. That just jumped. What happened then? G'day Shannon, how are you? Lovely to have you on board, as usual. 0300, oh, what is it here? 1820 here, so it's not too bad. Righto, brother. Catch you later, Shannon. See ya. All right. Now this piece here, I've got to put shadow in here, which, if we look at this, if I can get the right attitude on it. Oh, that's that one. That is that one. So I'll bring that around there. Okay. So I've got to get shadow onto this one here, and this one here, and this one in the middle, and this one on the end possibly. Don't know. So we'll do that. Where's my knife? Ouch. Ow. Oh, thanks, Max. Hello, Red Lotus. Welcome to the workshop. All right, now I've got to change my glasses. Oh, whoa. So I've got to cut this. We'll go there, and I've just got to cut down. So there's joins there. You can barely see. And I should, I hate that word should, but I should have burnt this before I put it together. But I was in a hurry. So if I can get that paper off, I might be able to just break that. There we go. Whoops. Didn't want to break that part though. Let me sit down and I'll show you what Susie's been up to too. She's had a mammoth effort. With this last quilt panel she's done, and it's so beautiful. She's not going to put it in a quilt, we're actually going to frame it and put it up on the wall. But to do that, I've got to make a frame. And I'm going to make it out of Japanese cedar. There we go. I can do this without breaking. Yeah, I'm going to make it out of Japanese cedar. Show sugiban finish or yakusugi finish on it, which is a burnt finish. And then I'm going to paint it gold. So it should look pretty spectacular. Whoop. I've said many times, you can't do this if you're cranky, because you've got to have patience. Okay, so now I've done that, I've got to work out what I've got to. Which ones I have to burn again. It goes there and that one goes there. Okay, that one's there, so that means that one goes around there. That goes there. That goes there. And that goes there and there. So I have to, you got to think which way the sun's coming. and I've got it going down there, so I've got these two here have to be done. And so it's this one here, the internal has to be done. So we'll burn that one first. There we go. Nice long-nosed tweezers. And the spoon that I wish I had a longer handle on, because it's burning my fingers. But I've used the same spoon for nearly 30 years. So old habits die hard. Now the downside with this is, I can see, oh that's not bad, I can see how I'm burning the back side, but when I've got paper, I generally can't see the front side, but for whatever reason there's no paper on this one, so we'll just... And you always do more of a burn than you want, because when you come to sand it, you'll take a lot of the blackness off. So don't be frightened to put a bit of char on it, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, so that one goes there, that one can go there. Might have a little bit on the outside of this. Maybe, yeah, just a little bit. Oh, I know why this one. It didn't have paper on the back because I had to do it again. Okay, so that one goes there, that one goes there, that goes there. And there's a little one between these two, which I think is this one. There are ways you can touch up a burn. If it's not enough, you can use a pyrography pen possibly. But I like to... Oh, that is hot! I like to get the burn done properly first time if I can. I'll show you another trick in a minute. Okay, now it's got that one done. And the timber goes very brittle. I think that's gonna be alright there, I reckon. And do we have any there? A very slight one on here, so we'll do that. And when you're working with this, ordinary squeezers like this, if you've got a lot to do, there's a lot of pressure between your finger and your thumb, like that. And when that burns and that burns, and it becomes very uncomfortable. So another option is, if I can find them, oh, that'd be right, can't find them. Let me kick them around here somewhere. Ah, here you go. Another option is these, self-closing. So then you do that, you close it, you can get well away, and you don't need a lot of pressure. So they're not a bad investment either. What was I going to do? Just on that one there. Okay. Doesn't have to be a lot on this one, just a hint, as it were. Yep, that'll do. And then to let go, you just squeeze it and it drops out. Great idea. Okay, so I think that's all I have to do for that. So it was an extravagant amount of gas just to do those two little things. But oh, hang on, got to do that too. Yep. I'll just see if I can just do around that area there. The sand I'm using, it goes warm, cold, very quickly. I can't talk when I'm concentrating. Can't. Still not enough. That'll do. That'll do. That's good. Obviously what happens as well, I don't know if you can see that, but it's all gone curled up and it is really crunchy and crispy, which is not ideal. So again, with a squirt bottle, just give it a little squirt on the back, not a big one, just a little one. Put a little bit of moisture back in there so you can actually work it. If it's too brittle and it doesn't do it right away, don't rush it. Just, which I might have to do here, just put it in a press or put a heavy weight on it, and in the morning it will, well, that's flattening that, okay. It will come good. So, all right, I'll put these bits together with my coffee. Just do this and then I'll show you Susie's creation, what she's been working on. Okay. The other thing I've discovered is, as I work, I will glue up. There's another school of thought is you put it all together with white tape, which is this is veneer tape, extremely thin. You know, you can see right through it, but it holds your pieces together, and then you keep it on there until you inlay the final picture, then you scrape it all off. I personally like a little bit of glue to hold it all down, because the paper could come away and not do exactly what you wanted it to do. So you've just got an extra layer of protection there, I suppose. And these are very, very fine little pieces I've got here. So just a little dab of glue there, I'll bring in close. There you go. And just with a knife, just take a little bit of glue and just paint it on the inside. Now normally I don't use a PVA. This is Titebond Original, which I've been told does not creep, and to date I haven't found any contradiction to that claim. But if you're using just one that does creep, the amount of glue you're using is so small that it's not going to be an issue for you. What I do with this, I've got a little sponge there, and I just put it on the sponge, wipe it off, turn this over, put it in so I've got a really nice tight seal, and then put that right over the top. And that will be pretty darn good. This one here, I've got to put this with this, and this goes with that. It goes there, I think, and it's the hardest thing is you got to remember how it goes together. That goes there, that goes there. All right, this bit here, again, it's far too brittle. If I try to flatten that out, it's going to break. So I'm just going to give it a quick squirt with water. I'll talk to you for a little bit. I'll read the chat, and then I'll be able to use it. Ah, dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Where are we? Where's my mouse gone? Give me a mouse. It's FYI, mouse doesn't work real good if you've got sand on the pad. Yeah, no dramas, Louise. Bring it around. We can do that. Bring your hand plane over and we can do it with a hand plane. Yaroslav, good morning. Good morning to you, my friend. I hope you're well and the West is treating you okay. Yeah, thoughts are with you, my friend. How's the toy making going? Are you getting any toys done? What have we got here? Andy, must go, have to go and get my mess. Oh, all right, Andy. All the best with your move tomorrow, mate. Bernie's, yeah, you got that right, Max. Did a little bit on the Bernie side. All right, now, whilst I was talking, that should be soft enough that I can, you see now I can flatten that out. And that's not going to break. So now that goes with this here somewhere. And that goes, no, that goes, oh, where is it? That's there, so that goes there. That goes there. That means this one goes there. All right. And this one goes over there. Which one are we on? You looking? Okay. That goes there. Like that. That goes there like that. Okay. So, were we going to put another burn in there? I don't think so. I don't know if that needs a burn or not. And this is one reason I seldom stream when I'm doing marquetry, because it gets so confusing. Alright, that is to there. Okay, that's to there, that's to there, there, that goes there. Now I think I've lost the plot here. So what I'll do is I'll glue this one in. At least I know where that one goes. And I think a little bit over there. Okay. There you go. That's there, and then we turn it upside down, put a little bit of paper on it. Hold that down. And this one should now go in there. Which it does. So I'll just glue that one. And then that will do me for gluing, because I'm a bit confused on the other bit, but I can work that out in the morning. But I will show you the frame I've got to make and what Susie has been doing. Okay. I'm actually going to hold that with masking tape. Now that's on the base, that's on the bottom, so that's fine. And I'll put some white tape on the back. And that will hold that. Once I've done that, then I can take this masking tape off the back. And then that's got to go. There's something not right here somewhere. Let me just try. Oh, wait a minute. That one goes there. There you go. Okay. That means that one goes. Okay, I've got it. So we'll finish gluing those up. So these two can go together. It's late in the day. What can I tell you? Okay. Again, a little bit of masking tape on this side just to hold it together. And so I'll get the veneer tape on the other side. There we go. Now this, all things being equal, which they seldom are, should fit in there nicely. Which it does, so that's good. So I'll just glue that bit in now. And you can see how much glue I'm using. It's just the smallest amount. Push that in there. Now I'm hoping the next one Doesn't take me as long to do. But the combination of what I'm doing here was at least 3.5 days. And an hourly rate, that is a very expensive flower. But I'm not even charging this out on an hourly rate because it's learning. And it's good to learn. Okay, so this one here, I'll just take all this out. Well, there we go. Okay. If you look at that, it doesn't look like anything really at all. But, when we put the pattern over it, you will see that all of a sudden it makes sense. Now, I don't know if you can see that all that well. But that's, if you can see over that tracing, that's the flower we've made. And it's not until you actually cut it out and then lay it that you actually see it. So it's one of those brilliant things where you just got to have faith. Oh, okay, well that one's done. I might just quickly slip that over to the press so it can be nice and flat tomorrow. A quick squirt of water is not going to hurt anything. But it will definitely help you in the long run when you come to working it. Put that under there. There we go. Oh, done. Easy peasy. All right. Now, this is what Susie has been up to, and I have to make a frame for. G'day, Daryl. How are you, mate? Tired. You're tired. Well, I hope you can get a rest. There you go. I don't know how many stitches, about 120,000, 180,000 stitches or something ridiculous in it. And it's all embroidered and appliqued. So Susie's made that. She was going to put it in a quilt, and I said, you're going to have to charge a couple of $1,000 for it. 4 or 5 days, I think it took her. So what I want to do is make a frame up. I don't know which material to use. I've got two. I'm leaning towards one, but I'm going to put this around one of these fabrics around the outside. So I'll make a frame. If it was a picture frame, it would be a mat board. Actually, looking at that, I don't like it. So there you go. I'm not going to use that one. I will use the other one we bought today. I'll show you that in a tick as soon as that one's nice. I like that fabric. That's going in the stash. Don't tell her that. No, it's staying down here. That's it. It's mine. Oh. So this is it's like a velour, velvet sort of fabric. I don't know if it comes across in the picture, but yeah, it's very, very nice and soft. So what I'm thinking is I'll do a border I'll make a mat board, which I wanted to get done today, but I don't think I will now. I'll do it tomorrow, but I'll stream it. There you go. I'm going to put a mat board like that all the way around it, and then make a solid frame in Japanese cedar and burn it so we get that burnt yakasugi look, and then paint it with gold paint. So it'll have a real crinkly gold paint around the outside, and then a sheet of glass, and under the glass it'll have a border with that velvet, and then the embroidery in the middle of that. So there you go. Oh, and I just looked at the clock. I better finish my coffee. Have I finished my biscuit? No, I haven't even finished my biscuit. Things are crook. Turn that off. So tomorrow, I will be back down here, and I think I'll stream. I'll make the frame up. I don't, hang on, let's have a look. See what it says. How quickly does it go? No, it's only 24 hours. So I'll make the frame up tomorrow, the outer frame, the inner frame, and then we might even play around with sizes, and I'll make the outside frame too, and we can clamp that up. And then Saturday, I don't know what size staples I've got. I've got 6mm staples, I'll be right. I'll put the fabric on the inside frame and then burn the outside frame, and by the end of next week it should all be done. Unfortunately, I haven't got the glass big enough for what I need, so I'm going to have to buy that in. But it's going to look pretty special, I reckon. I'm not going to tell her that, Max. It'll go to her head. It'll be the end of it. Well, that's about it. I can't think of anything else. So I'm going to finish my coffee, and I'm going to go and lock the chooks up so I don't get woken up by an obnoxious goose at 6 o'clock in the morning demanding bread. That's all she was. She was right up against the laundry window, honking as loud as you like. Then Sue had to get in bed, and I'll give her a pat and stroke, and then I had to give her some bread. Spoilt thing. Anyway, it's the way it goes. It's the price you pay. So that's it. Yep, well, that's it, Steve. Pulling the shed door down. So hope you got some things from that. I'll do a little bit more of Marquetry videos, and I might do some standalone videos, not streams, because it's like watching grass grow, and the concentration, well, I need anyway, is intense. But I'm happy to share ideas or tips or tricks that I've found along the way that have helped. If you got any dramas, oh, that's another thing I did on the saw I'll show you later. I had to put some polycarbonate because some of the really small bits, I'd be cutting them, that's it, you never find them again, they're gone. So I've yeah, got a very fine hole and some polycarbonate, which leaves all the bits there. So that's it, I'm going. Steve, pull on the shed, and remember to keep it sharp, but more importantly, keep it safe. Look after yourself, be kind to each other, stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'm looking forward to having your company in the workshop, at the workbench again very, very soon. Till then, good night, good morning, good afternoon, God bless. Catch you later. Bye for now.